Attention, Minnesota Vikings fans. The news we have today will drive you crazy. The Vikings are looking to sign two big NFL stars and are heading to the Super Bowl. Vikings fans are flooding our social media trying to understand what just happened. And here in this video, you will find out everything firsthand. So don't leave. Don't forget to like the video too, because it helps our community grow even more. And if you are not a subscriber yet, subscribe, because here we always do giveaways with subscribers. Now let's go to today's news. Caleb Williams and the Vikings. The nuclear option that almost changed the fate of the NFL. In the world of the NFL, the behind-the-scenes action is often as dramatic as the games on the field. And a recently revealed story promises to cause a stir among fans in Minnesota, Chicago, and of course, Caleb Williams fans. According to excerpts released by ESPN from the new book American Kings, a biography of the quarterback by journalist Seth Wickersham, the current Chicago Bears quarterback almost starred in a Hollywood-worthy turnaround to join the Minnesota Vikings, who clearly showed interest in signing him. It all started discreetly. In the 2024 offseason, the Vikings attended USC's Pro Day, where Williams, then considered the top prospect in the class, was the big star. Minnesota quarterbacks coach Josh McCown was there. At the time, the visit seemed protocolary. Today, we know it was much more. According to the book, Williams left that game with one certainty. He wanted to play in Minnesota. After a shaky final season of college football, the young prodigy confided in his father, Carl Williams, "I need to go to the Vikings." The problem? The Bears had the first overall pick and showed no intention of trading it. For Carl and Caleb, there was only one alternative left. Extreme, risky, and inspired by one of the most controversial episodes in the league's history: the nuclear option. The strategy was public and direct. Openly attack the Bears and force a trade, as John Elway did in 1983, when he refused to play for the then Baltimore Colts and ended up going to the Broncos. Williams' team even considered the United Football League as an alternative route to the NFL, paving the way for an eventual unrestricted free agency, something that, in practice, could only happen in 2028, after the end of the rookie contract, or more realistically in 2032, with the possible franchise tags. "I wasn't ready to bomb the city," Williams admitted, according to Wickersham. Meanwhile, the Vikings have shown clear interest in Caleb Williams, closely monitoring his progress, and even moving to secure a promising quarterback for the future. In the draft, aware of the situation, Minnesota moved up from 11th to 10th in a trade with the Jets to select J.J. McCarthy, a move that indicated the franchise was looking to secure talent at the position, but also reflected an openness to exploring possibilities with Williams. Still, some say Minnesota may have escaped a media nightmare. After all, along with Williams' talent, would also come the cameras, the pressure, and the incisive figure of Carl, the agent father. For a franchise in rebuilding mode, keeping the focus internally may have been the best path. Interestingly, O'Connell, who earned the nickname quarterback killer for his critical stance on the rookie evaluation process, acknowledged that he has changed his outlook. "For a few years, I was known as a QB killer in the draft because it seemed like every time we had a chance to pick the guy, he wasn't the guy," the coach joked at a conference in April 2024. Now it will be up to him to develop McCarthy, give the youngster confidence, and, who knows, prove to Williams that he was right to want to wear purple and gold. Fate, however, has another chapter in store. The Vikings and Bears will face each other in the 2025 season opener on Monday Night Football. The stage is set. Caleb Williams at home, J.J. McCarthy back from injury, Kevin O'Connell in the spotlight. The drama that almost happened behind the scenes can now finally unfold where everything is decided. On the field. Rasul Douglas on the Vikings' radar? Super Bowl champion could be key player in Minnesota's defense overhaul. With the NFL offseason rolling along and minicamps approaching, teams continue to scour the market for strategic reinforcements. And, while most of the big names have already found homes, a few veterans still roam the league freely, ready to contribute. One of those players is Rasul Douglas, an experienced cornerback, Super Bowl champion, and currently without a team. Now, rumors are beginning to point to a possible destination: the Minnesota Vikings. Douglas is more than just a veteran. At 29 years old, the defensive back has had notable stints with teams such as the Philadelphia Eagles, Carolina Panthers, Green Bay Packers, and Buffalo Bills. It was with the Eagles that he experienced the peak of his collective career. He was part of the Super Bowl LIE champion team, which defeated Tom Brady's then undefeated New England Patriots in one of the most electrifying finals in recent NFL history. Since then, his career has followed a solid path. In Green Bay, for example, Douglas became a key player on defense, being responsible for crucial interceptions at decisive moments. Between 2021 and 2023, he has 14 interceptions, an impressive average for a cornerback, while also recording at least 7 pass defenses in 6 separate seasons. Meanwhile, his most recent season was not his best. In 2024, Douglas had a drop in performance, appearing only in 102nd position among 116 cornerbacks evaluated by Pro Football Focus, PFF, with an overall grade of 53.9. Despite this, the PFF itself recognizes that this performance was an outlier. As in the previous 3 seasons, he had consistent performances, including his best career grade, 81.0, in 2023. Still, he remains a respected name in the market, so much so that he has already met with 2 teams, Miami Dolphins and Seattle Seahawks. No deal has been reached, but the fact that it is under negotiation shows that the interest exists. And now, the Minnesota Vikings enter the scene. PFF analyst Ryan Smith suggested Minnesota would be the best fit for Douglas at this point in the offseason. The analysis goes beyond simple technical adjustment. The Vikings' defense, led by coordinator Brian Flores, is known for its aggressive style and constant blitzes. For this type of scheme, experienced physical cornerbacks with quick reading are essential. Exactly the profile of Rasul Douglas. Additionally, the Vikings did not select any cornerbacks in the last draft, which may indicate the coaching staff's confidence in the possibility of strengthening the position via free agency. With Stephon Gilmore gone, there is a major void to fill in the secondary. Another favorable factor is the financial situation. According to Over the Cap, the Vikings have about $14 million in salary cap space. That would be enough to make a competitive offer, something in the 3-year, $21 million range. The kind of contract Douglas can still justify with his experience, leadership, and ability to impact games. But it is worth highlighting. So far, there has been no concrete movement on the part of the Vikings. Everything is still in the realm of speculation. Douglas remains free on the market, analyzing possibilities and listening to proposals. Meanwhile, Minnesota fans watch from afar, perhaps dreaming of the addition of a veteran who knows what it's like to win at the highest level. Douglas's arrival at the Vikings would be a smart and bold move, capable of bringing stability and leadership to a defensive unit that urgently needs to make a leap in quality. And for Douglas, it would be a chance to relive his best days and, who knows, lead another journey towards the Super Bowl.